By the way, I just wanted to show you these. Did you get a chance to see these two demos that I did? Because
those are beautiful.
I really wanted us to go in this kind of manner today, right? Where we like really let go, be loose, while you keep the resemblance of your subject. But I want us to work on letting different colors really start blending on the paper as opposed to blend on your palette, right? All right, let's go for it.
So do you ever clean your palette, or you just work?
Sometimes if it gets like really, really disgustingly dirty and I want to try like a different palette tone, I would clean it. But that's like rare. Yeah, because you get to work with all these wonderful washes. I feel like my drawing today is just a bit too hard, so try to be lighter with your drawing so it won't show up so much from, see, this. But doesn't matter. All right, let's just warm up. Woohoo, stretch.
Let's do a roar.
Yeah, let's do a roar. Really cool.
Yeah.
Did you get to watch the video I sent with the cats?
Yes, yes,
too late.
It was too fast.
Amazing.
No, yes.
Take a
Okay.
picture in
Unbelievable.
1 second.
So I'm putting water first because I want to go softer a bit in all these furry areas. And you can, if you move this around, you're kind of gonna see where your water went, right? It glistens. And I go in the direction of like the fur, like the same kind of energy, like goes towards the outsides, right? So it's not just a blob of water, but I'm also, even when I apply this water, right? I do it like I'm painting water on. Now I want to get couple of these colors going here, not just one. Look at the painting who paints itself, don't you love that? So now the water becomes the conduct, like where it makes the paint flow, right? Whatever water we put down before, that's where it's gonna start going into. Seems like you can even drip some. So that's why I'm saying it's important where you put that water, right? So it will start spreading that way and like let a few different colors. As I was saying, you wanna let them start mixing and doing their own thing there. Remember when I was telling you about the tango? Like, you want...
But I thought we would start with the value and do the dark first.
So there's
Like
many
last week.
different ways to start, right? So I'm showing you different ways. Every class, different approach. So I want you to... There's no one way to start on painting. There's many ways and they're all valid, right? And we're here to explore different ways to start a painting, right?
Gee, I
So
thought I
you
was
can
doing so
relax
good.
now, no rules.
I thought it was so smart.
You can start whatever you feel inspired, really. I really feel like this. Can I have that print right? Just look at this print right here, right? Comparing to this one. So I just love that, but it shines so much. I'm still gonna use mine, but right, you can let yourself be inspired by that, but not necessarily follow those specific colors. You can paint a blue lion if you want. Right, it's not about that really. Coming in a bit here. Right. All right. Let's start putting some darks in. Whatever darks, see, I'm going in all my darks at the same time. I like that giggle. Going up, this is called negative painting, right? I'm painting around
Chin.
Oh yes, the chin. Yeah.
there.
Chin, chin, chin.
All right. Here's your dark valley. It didn't take too long.
Now you're doing well.
Now I'm respecting the rule, huh?
Yes.
Right, but also see how I let my line be like interesting, a thicker in one part and thinner in another, like don't want it to all look blah and equal, right? Then it's gonna start looking more like a marker than, you know. How about some splashing? But remember when I said even with the splashing, try to give it some interesting energy to it. I usually come at an angle, right? Instead of the boring up to down round spots. Those are not so interesting, right? All right, let's put something in here. And I'm still painting with the same brush. I'll probably paint the whole painting with this one brush.
You want to shut the door?
Yes.
It's getting noisy out there. Thanks.
Thank you.
That's interesting. You pull the pupil down from the top.
All right. Because I'm really just looking at the value and where the darks are. Like I'm even, like forget that you're painting an eye, forget that you're painting a line. They can just get in your head and, right? You're just there really to just really pay attention how this value changes. And you see it's darker here, so just going in, I'm cleaning my brush, squeezing the water out of it, and just pulling this pigment that I already have. I kind of encourage it to play with what's around it, but I'm very delicate because if you press too much, you will just push it down inside the paper and will leave it, like will stain it, and will not start mixing. So I'm just very delicately just moving it around a bit like that. It's kind of like, you know, you take your kids to the playground and then you're not going to tell them how to play. You just say, hey, go play with other kids. That's kind of like you have your colors here and just like encourage them to play, but then let them do their own thing, right? Like you don't want to control watercolor. How boring would it be to tell your kids how to play? Play like this, play like, right? You wouldn't be creative anymore. I hope you enjoy my metaphors.
Did you paint as a child?
I paint that. I was drawing mostly, yeah. I don't think. Yeah, we painted at school, but yeah, I think I always had a pencil in my. That was like my boredom escape. Just draw. My mom found some sketches when I was little. She sent them to me. I wasn't that little. I think I was like a teenager. But I was just drawing from some fashion magazines. Oh my God, I was like, I did that? That was kind of good. I have them. I want to frame them.
But your daughter is also very good. The Pokemon type.
Yeah, she does different stuff, more like cartoon. Right. See how I hold my brush perpendicularly, right? Instead of like it's a different way. That's funny. So don't do it like Victor. Do it like it's a different type of drawing that you or painting you achieve when you keep your brush like this. And you don't want it to be super close to it either, right? You have less opportunity to move and, right? Keep it more towards the end. Give it a try. I'm not saying that's the only way, by the way, again, right? It's just one way out of infinite possibilities.
That's why it's better to stand, I think.
Yes, I always stand while I paint. Right? It feels differently? Good. Now, I gotta squint because if I don't squint, I think this is the ear here kind of coming in like this.
Oh, yeah.
So I just want to, right? Or maybe smaller here, and then this whole.
Oh, yeah. I can hardly see it.
let's see, I want to put some really bright,
Mm.
you know how these cats have those
Oh, yeah.
really bright eyes. Like this. Now I need something here. Right, different. Ooh, that felt like a paparazzi kind of. 50 frames a second.
Got a table, I think.
Also looking for this roundness. I like it.
What color blue is that?
Blue.
It's whatever I have on my palette, really.
Okay.
Remember when I said at the beginning that let's eliminate this hair here. Dang it.
You
When I
make it-
said that asking what color it is probably the one question I'm never gonna answer. Right. Just introducing water. I want this to start spreading here. It's softer here. It's just water really, and picks up the pigment that's around.
Dirty water.
Dirty water. Tea. Remember when we said about painting
yeah.
like tea and milk with watercolor? Like that.
I thought the video was interesting because she used a flat brush that she like clipped.
Yeah. She
Split
was,
it.
Yeah,
she was like this.
but it was
She-
like,
She split it. She got it wet and,
okay. Oh, is that what she did?
Yeah. It was like in speed mode though. You know,
Yeah.
the painting goes so fast.
yeah.
Something
was-
in here. So I'm dragging some of this pigment from under here. Just bring it in. Right here. Whatever colors. I want to try to stay with that bright yellow, maybe just in the eye, so it can stand out and get rid of it a bit here, like that. And I'm painting fast because I really want to stay wet, right? So, getting back of this construction line in here. I got lost. The drawing, you know, how his head comes. Ooh, Alicia's doing some
You have to
special
give her-
effects.
You have to give her a prize for that.
Yes. We have to put a jar tip for the filmer. See, this is really nice too. How are they called? Come on, guys, help me out here. How you call these?
Yeah, not eyebrows. Eyes, right, but-
No way to do the
Eyebrows.
whiskers, is there?
You can do it with a white pen at the end,
Oh, with a white pen. Oh.
a gel pen.
Oh.
It's on the supply list. Now squint and see where. It feels like it needs to get darker here. Just tiny bit. Right? You really want to put your here. It's light. It should be lighter, so you can get a paper towel, squeeze the water, like clean your
Yes.
brush, squeeze it out, and now lift. All right, maybe even here above the nose. Ooh, look at that. All these comments.
Can I see?
Like that. Let's put some, I feel like orange there. And this. It stands out, right? And I really love how it starts spreading. But see, this is something I couldn't have possibly controlled. So you have to let go of the idea of wanting to control everything and open up for serendipity, right? Happy
Yes.
accidents. And that's what makes painting be delightful, really. Who wants like a super control, like you get out of the painting and you feel like so tired and exhausted and everything hurts because you've been focusing so much, right? How about you come out of it refreshed and feeling like you slept 5 hours?
maybe 8.
Or maybe 8. Right? All right, so I'm keep working with my values here. I want to go really dark. Doesn't really matter the color at all. I'm just kind of scanning this palette, like, oh, where are my darks? Where are my midtones? Where are my lights? And I just go in there. Something like this. I can see it's darker here. And also, do you notice that I'm working with the whole painting at once? Like I'm not finishing one area, leaving white eyes, crop outs there, and then have to come back, put it later. It's not gonna work like that very well. Let's see. Squint, squint, squint. As hard as you can. I'm missing all these darks here. I can see them now by squinting. By the way, if you wear glasses, just take them off. You don't need to squint then.
Are you talking to me again? I think
You're the target for the day.
I'm the subject of her discussion.
There's more people with glasses in here, Victor. All right, let's make it be really big here. I know he sits in some grass. Ooh, look at those drops, perfect accidents. Let's see what's going on here. Just a bit more in giving that curve there. Right, Sharon? I can feel you being excited here. I feel your energy. All right. Let's see what we're going to do here while it's still wet. Just feed it some water here and let the pigment start pooling. Pooling. How about that? See, it doesn't pool here where like it's not wet anymore. And this is really dirty water from my, but I kind of like it, right? It has a mood to it. The moody lion. What a majestic creature, right? It's unbelievable. Let me try to tint a bit in the bottom part here, maybe. Even with some greens. Because he sits in the grass, in a grassy field. But again, just water. Water. Nothing else. If it looks easy, it's because it is. Right?
I think you left the white spots really well
Thank you.
throughout the painting.
Trying to, where it's like too much water. But be careful with this paper towel thing, because you can really end up pushing paint back into the paper, and I don't recommend it too much. If you're careful, you could do it. Now I'm just gonna look overall. It feels like this whole, I could have something like this here. See, the paint is wet, so it moves easily. You don't want to do that if it's dry.
Right there.
Right, so now, look, I love this bloom here. I wish I would have another one here. Let me see if I can forcefully create one by just dropping some wet paint there. Right, kind of like how it bloomed like that. All right, here it could still go a bit darker. And it's a different type of, it's like a short fur there, so there's not all those long little, but rather short, tiny. Let's see here. There are all those mustaches, like whiskers, I keep saying mustache. because in Romanian it's the same word
Oh, okay.
for mustache and whiskers. So
Whiskers it
then,
is here too.
then when I
You have
translate,
whiskers? When
yeah.
they have whiskers.
Same in Russian as well.
yeah, so
Yeah.
so
Mustache
that's
and
why
whiskers
some
is one
words
word.
you translate them.
That's good.
What do you call it in Romanian?
Mustață. Right. Value, everything is value. Right, value means how dark or how light something is, right? Or you can call it tone. All right. Let's see what else. Let's bring this a bit down here. Some light in the eye, just by picking up. What else should we do? I like this bright orange right here. It's so liony. Mine turn out have a lot of pink in it though. Some dots, some spots, some. This is like when you really play and kind of feel it. There's no rule, it's just your own playfulness. Put a couple of these. I don't know, just have fun with it. That's my number one, I would say. The more fun you have, the more opportunity there is for happy accidents to happen. Look at this like bright red I have here. Maybe I'll drop a bit over here. Now it looks like a girl. Like a girl lion. I don't know. And then you have to, like, you know, Picasso said, a work of art is never finished, it's only abandoned. Because you could literally work on this forever, right? So I don't know, like I guess at some point when you get tired and you feel tension in your middle back, you say, all right, let's stop.
And so it'll dry lighter.
It will
So
dry
therefore,
lighter so you can go
We
and
don't really
start.
know what it's going to look like truly.
So this is it. I mean, it didn't take too long, right?
Right.
So voila, what do you think?
I like it.
Bravo, bravo. First time for low battery.
Just press close. Thanks, everyone. How do you stop this? Is it still or you
I
stop?
think it's still going.